hope.
Glug, glug. Oh, it was a. He gave me one finger, but it was a pinky. I'm gonna be doing a lot of tasteless Irish accents this entire time.
It is the Ireland episode.
Yeah, and I'm half Irish, so it's cool, man. It's all good.
All right.
Welcome back.
All right.
God damn it.
Back.
We
Thank you,
made it
Joe.
back alive, and man, was it a journey.
A journey it was.
So we're going to be reviewing an Irish whiskey.
Yes, we got it straight from the distillery, Middleton Distillery, where Jameson's made, Powerson's made, Redbreast is made, Middleton whiskey's made, and the gins.
If you're there, do the tour. It's incredible.
It was very good. This is Method of Madness, made in the micro distillery there at Middleton Brewery. It's
the
you
first
can't get
one.
this in the States yet. This
might be a silly question. Is it in Middleton, Ireland, or is
No, it's the name of the. It's the.
No.
What's the part of Cork? I believe
So,
it's like
yeah.
a town in Cork, like
Yeah.
a neighborhood in Cork.
It's it's in Cork, but Middleton was the name of a whiskey brand. They all got together somewhere in the I don't remember 1800s.
No, it was the conglomerate. I think they got bought out. Like they
Yeah.
all formed in like the 70s or something. Middleton bought them all out. Bought Jameson, bought whatever, and then they because all the whiskey companies were kind of like faltering or whatever, and then Middleton kind of bought them all up and saved them.
So are these tied to Jameson?
Yes.
somewhere?
Yeah, Middleton owns
absolutely.
Jameson.
It's all the
owns
same
Powers,
distillery.
Patties,
Okay.
Redbreast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the same distillery. Anyway, this specific Method and Madness whiskey is the first one that was made in their microbrewery at the that you go through on the tour.
Which
it's
we
not
were
the
in.
first Method and Madness whiskey because they have like a 30-year, but this was the first one made in the distillery we in the literal micro distillery we were in the stills we saw.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
And we met the guy, the master
Yeah,
distiller, and he was
like
awesome.
American as fuck.
Yeah.
And
Which was pretty funny.
did you guys try this while you were there, or is this a
No,
first?
no.
This
This
is
is still first.
We haven't tried this one. We've tried a bunch of other Method Madnesses, but this is the first time we're trying this one.
We try
This-
to only do virgin experiences here. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We try to.
This is
bust our
the
cherry
oats
every
and
episode.
malt. It's 46%. It's a limited edition. You can't get it here in the States, as far as I know.
Enough talk. Fucking cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Oh yeah, you got to get them. It counts. It transfers. I am not good at reviewing liquor.
Liquor's hard, but I review liquor and how much I wince after I take it. And this was really nice and smooth.
I think it was really smooth. Definitely,
It's got a fun burn, though.
It does burn,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
it's not an awful.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not an awful burn.
No, it's a nice, fun one. It
Do we have to change the whole scale up for a whiskey?
You know the scale. It's
Oh man,
you
I mean,
make it up.
Normally
as you
we're
go.
we're very consistent with our scales on this show. If you
Yeah, it's true. It's
yeah,
true. For those of you keeping
Precise.
tally, you really can compare
Precise
everything
is the word I
against
would
each
think,
other.
yeah. All right. I mean, I'm gonna. What's the most Irish number there is?
well, it's already decided. It's 37.
You're correct. So I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it a 28 out of a 37.
I'm turning 37 in 12 days.
I
Does
didn't know
that
you
make
were
me
turning Irish.
Does that make me Irish?
No, don't
Yeah.
tell people that, dude. It's gross. Okay,
Oh, sorry.
it's gross.
Yeah, I mean.
Please redact that.
Joe, the world is at the edge of their seat waiting for your
Okay,
review.
I lied to you on the true most Irish number is 317 for St. Patrick's Day.
Fuck.
So I will give this a 317 out of a 341.
I hate how right you are all the time. It's so annoying.
I got to tell you, that's a incredible score.
A 317 out of a 341.
Yeah,
He's saying accurate.
that's a
Oh, you mean
yes, accurate, but also that's a high score.
I think if
I
you
like
break
it.
it down mathematically,
I like it
our
as a good-
scores are pretty similar. I don't
Yes,
know.
Yeah.
yes. If we're talking fractions, they're very similar.
Which I rarely am. I'm usually not talking fractions because I don't understand them.
See, I'm going 300.6 out of 317.
Okay. All right. We'll allow it. We don't usually take third reviews. You know what I mean? It's usually just.
When you have Titty Boy on this podcast, you're going to
Welcome back, Titty Boy. By the way,
review.
look, can we get a round of applause for Titty
the
Boy?
bring back of Titty Boy.
Brilliant performance on episode 17 and 18. Also,
We-
shout out
Another
to
special
Winslow.
appearance.
Let's give a round of applause to
Winslow.
Winslow.
There we go.
Winslow making his second or third cameo on the show.
I was never going to join again, and then I saw all of your comments, and you demanded more Titty Boy.
The
Boy's
people
back.
want more Titty Boy.
The people demanded.
Maybe
Titty
one
Boy.
day we'll get you on here with like you will let the people can see your
No.
face.
He's gonna wear a mask that looks like
No,
Jimmy Kennedy.
Titty Boy needs to be people have seen me because of my stint as Scott Stapp
and the Wizard of Oz.
and the Wizard of Oz. All of the callbacks.
I gotta
to
say, the
3
second sip
episodes
is
ago.
way better. The second, when it comes to whiskey or most liquors, I think like the second sip is the sip that you should rate because I'm liking it a lot better now. Than
Is
the
that
second
because you're
one.
the second cube?
But you also gave a very high score, so I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty high.
high.
28 out of 37, I think,
But
is
you
pretty
can
good.
take us higher, Scott Stapp.
Yeah.
You take me higher.
I got 2 quick questions.
Okay.
Where does this rank for you? Top whiskey, like of all time, like top 5, top 3, top 10, and then also
That's really tough after this week, but
Yeah, it really is. Shit.
also
I'm gonna put it in the top 20.
yeah, I'll put in the top, 75.
okay.
Well,
okay.
I
You've had-
just
you've
can't
had
rate it right
many.
now.
Okay.
This past week I tried, I don't know,
So
60 whiskeys.
So many.
So
And I definitely discovered that the more money you pay for a whiskey doesn't necessarily mean
No.
better,
it's a better
not
whiskey.
necessarily, but
Yeah.
again, it is good. I like it. It's definitely more than top 75, but I just I don't have time to rank it right now in my head.
But in a lot of cases, more money does mean it's going to be better whiskey.
See, I got to tell you, as a Jew, I disagree. The less money you pay, the better, because of me being a Jew.
I really like just Jameson, just regular Jameson. It's great. So,
Yeah, I mean,
How's
I
that
like it too.
orange
Tully,
Jameson that your dad
I like a
bought
big
you?
Tully. I'm a big Tully
Ooh,
guy.
Tully's
like
great.
Powers a lot.
Joe, what was that Tully we tried a few weeks ago? Was it like habanero, ghost chili pepper bullshit Tully at what was that bar?
That was tequila.
No,
and it was
no,
at Chevy's.
No, it wasn't. It was. I know it's great for the podcast.
Oh no, you're talking about that was at the Grasshopper. Yeah,
Yeah, it was at the Hopper. We
yeah,
tried a Tully
yeah,
that I had never.
It was like ghost pepper Tully. It was
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
Also,
All
can we figure out some imaging for Scott? Maybe someone could draw an image so when he talks.
Yeah, we'll draw
Yeah,
some.
we'll get an avatar.
I don't have the self confidence for
told-
Chris to draw a super accurate image of me.
I told him earlier that he should dress up as Grimace.
I
say
was
whatever
super
you want.
insulted.
But you can get away with anything. No one knows what you look like.
You tell people I need to dress up like Grimace, and it's not that far of a stretch. I'm fucking insulted.
I'm
right,
saying
Joe-
you can get away with saying whatever.
Let's get
I
in.
look
Enough
nothing like
enough
you.
of Titty Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into this goddamn trip.
Well, I'm hearing that there's updates on Mr. Buff Benson, our first guest.
Oh, wait, hold on.
First,
Oh,
guess?
and I'm getting that in now too. Yes, yes. Patch it in.
Can we get our reporter in the field? Cue in the green screen of Jimmy Riley in the rain.
Let's go to Irish Tropper 317
scene.
in the air right now.
So since Buff has left the podcast, his life has only gotten spontaneously better.
Yeah, of course.
He signed with
I would
CAA
expect
Talent
nothing less.
Agency.
I would
Of course it
expect
has.
nothing less.
He
Two-
probably has tripled his subscribers, and
Two important questions. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
Was you clearing your
That
throat
was
one
one.
of the questions?
He said, saw a UFO.
Oh.
So
All right.
big update.
Was
Yeah.
it coming out of the water?
It wasn't
He
not
said he
coming
might
out.
have gotten some footage. Not great, but
I heard
he's got
that's what
some-
rain
He has
is.
footage? Oh, I cannot wait. Tell him to send you the footage right now.
Dude, that's amazing.
That's incredible. Where was he?
He was out walking at work, and he caught like 3 seconds, 5 seconds of it.
Nice.
All right,
Nice.
See, that's incredible.
Incredible.
So wait, what was
That
the
means
second
that means
question then?
we are the first interstellar podcast because he talked about it on here, and bam, he's getting a watch list. They're already looking for buff. They're trying to buff him up.
Also, no, it was the first question was
Are you ready for this?
ready for this. Two,
And then the second question
Is Buff
was,
going to become
he
best
saw
friends
a
with Tom
UFO?
DeLonge?
no. Second question.
Oh, right.
Are you ready for this?
Nice.
Let's go to question
You're
number
gonna have to
6 at
excuse
this
our
point.
producer. He did smoke a little bit before we started.
Can we go? Can we go with question number 6 at this point?
My man, he joined a band.
That wasn't
No
a question.
shit.
Joined a band.
Wait.
All right.
As a
Wait.
vocalist, or does
That wasn't a question. He joined the band. You didn't ask it like Ron Burgundy. He joined a band?
No, we're the question.
I got a question here.
asked
He
you.
joined a band.
We're the question guys here. It's what band is this?
Yes.
No, that's not even what I'm saying. My question both times was, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Whatever.
But our question is, what band is he in?
He's in a band. He sent me some footage.
It's called the
pretty dope.
Bandalonians.
God, you guys are asking all the wrong questions.
He's in
Is-
the band Some American Rejects.
We're gonna cut your mic.
Maybe I'll cue it up maybe later.
We'll
Is
be
he
right
a
back.
vocalist in the band? Does he sing or do
No, he's beatboxing.
beatboxing in a band?
Yeah, and he's doing like record scratches and stuff. He
Okay,
has-
so
Plays
he's basically
mouth
like a
drums.
DJ. And is the band like guitars and drums? Or are we talking?
no, their drummer broke his hand, so
Oh,
they
I got a
needed
drummer.
someone, and he filled
So
it.
he's doing rhythm
Oh,
section.
You have a drummer.
Holy shit! Do we know what kind of music? Is it like a
Polka.
is it like-
He sent me 2 covers. One was Teenage Dirtbag, and
Oh, nice.
All right. I'm just a teenage. All right, I won't do the whole song. You all know the song.
Dirtbag baby.
There you go. Yeah, I like that you picked up that he says "biag." Biag.
You'll listen to Iron Maiden.
then they did Sublime too. What I got.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Oh, okay.
That's a great beatboxing song.
And there's like a lot. He does a lot of the record scratches and shit too.
Yeah, he
Cool.
does.
It's wild.
He's
Cool.
amazing.
Yes.
He hung out for like 5 hours after the last
Yeah,
podcast.
I
It
was
was
like,
awesome.
dude, I gotta be out. I have work in like a couple hours, and he's like, all right, man, I'm probably gonna be out right after you.
He hung out for like 3 hours. It was
Yeah.
awesome. We had a
Well, you
great
guys
time.
shot down to the open mic down there, or the karaoke.
Yeah, it
room.
closed. We
Yeah.
didn't make it in time.
But dude, if
You tried though.
We did. I wanted
we
so
never
bad.
we never showed the shoes.
What shoes?
What shoes?
The feet. My giant feet.
Oh, the potato feet.
Yeah. Me potato
Those
feet.
Oh, you
those
should have run 'em
feet.
over there.
There's a
man.
potato famine
Joe,
on this
those-
show.
those
and
feet
We
some-
can recover it.
Somehow enrage so many people. You are the most happy-go-lucky person at the bar, but if you wear those feet, someone's trying to fight you.
I think less people would be enraged if I wore rugby balls as shoes. To be honest with you, it does really upset people.
I'm just mad that you haven't fucking painted them yet.
Yeah.
God damn it! Can
The
we
feet?
please? Yeah, can we please get a flesh tone on those potato feet?
I'll work on it.
yeah, they're
please.
kind of dirt colored right now.
But I do have footage. I'll show you guys later.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Nice.
I can't wait
Nice.
to see that.
Well, when,
all right.
he,
the
when he comes
listeners are-
back on the show, we
Yeah.
can.
Let's get into the trip.
I think that's a great.
I want to
idea.
hear about this trip. I've not heard anything about this trip.
Yeah, I've only heard horrible things about the trip.
That was kind of the charm of it. Was
So it all began with us landing in Ireland at 4:15 in the morning.
Their time or our time?
It's their time, so our time it was 11:15 in the night.
you guys did not have an easy time getting into Ireland, right? It was like
Uh,
you had a close call where maybe like you know, little Joey couldn't get on.
Yeah,
the
we
plane.
had a tough time getting on the plane because the baby didn't have a seat, and then we like hustled onto the plane, so we had no time at the airport to like figure shit out. Even though we went like 3 hours early, like you're supposed to, we had to be like rushed through security. It was a horrible nightmare.
Oh,
So-
yeah, we don't have nice things to say about Aer Lingus.
Yeah,
What airline did you fly, Chris? Aer Lingus,
Lingus
but
also.
just out of Newark.
we
Yeah.
both went Hingus Lingus. It was brutal.
It was what was it? It was slaughter.
Carnage.
What was it? It was carnage.
So we get in, and Chris was coming in 40 minutes after us or so.
Yeah, I had a different flight, and my flight went swimmingly. It was.
That's a great adjective.
Yeah,
Swimmingly.
I was drinking. I was feeling nice and toasty on the plane. I got some sleep. It was good stuff. No, I was sandwiched between a dying man and an obese man, but other than that, my trip went very, very smoothly. But then I heard yours did not.
The flight itself, just the attendants were not good at collecting garbage and shit. And since we had a
Oh, you
baby-
mean rubbish?
yeah,
They call it rubbish.
since we had a baby with us, everything was all over the fucking place. So it just became a huge mess. Other than that, yeah, the rest of my family was just like, oh, well, I didn't come by enough to do. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, your family, and believe me, I can relate to this. Your family argues, dude. Like nothing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's
so
great.
it was just 9 days of having my family yell at us.
So on the international flight, free drinks, free beer, free wine. What do you get in?
Oh, they did give me a beef stew. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I got
So
tortellini.
All right, so just some meals.
I gotta say the food.
You had to buy the drinks.
Okay.
You had to buy Wi-Fi.
I was drunk when I got on the plane,
movies.
so I didn't buy any extras. But
Yeah, there was free movies. Oh, yeah, no, I got booze on the plane. On the way back, we did The Gang Does Boggs, but we'll get into that.
yeah.
We went nuts on the
So,
flight
dude,
back.
so I feel like the trip there, like actually getting into Ireland, not that eventful. But once we got there, then it was, it was.
So we
great.
it's now 6 a.m. We get in our rental cars, and we're going to my cousin's house. It's like 40 minutes in the airport.
No, it was earlier than 6 a.m. Didn't we show up?
Oh,
there,
yeah, it was like 5:30, 5:20.
Yeah.
So we got there around 6 a.m. to my cousin's house. And she's like my third cousin. And whatever, she's amazing. But so it's 6 o'clock
Super
in the
cool.
morning.
Oh, and
and
it's
we
just
get
fuck.
there, and she's got a full breakfast laid out.
Yeah.
She's just
And
got
she lives in this beautiful
bacon.
Irish country house
Yeah.
with a horse and shit.
Yeah. Well, you didn't get to the sheep field either. We went to the field the next day when we went back.
Yeah.
But
I'm intrigued at what this breakfast consisted of.
sausages, bacon, Irish blood pudding,
But do you remember what they
Eggs?
call the bacon?
Is there eggs?
eggs. I'm missing stuff.
What do they call the bacon?
Rashers.
Rashers. Yeah, rashers.
I always thought a rasher of bacon was a quantity, not
No,
a...
you'd
No,
be
so
mistaken.
no, they call it bacon, but their bacon is like half ham, half bacon.
Yeah, it's weird.
cut
It's
at
like-
You messaged me and asked me what is it called when it's a half ham,
But
and you said a
it's-
rasher,
it's
and
what
I
it
thought a
says on the-
rasher was
it's
a
what
quantity.
It says it's called rashers on the.
It's interesting. I think I was wrong there, but I always thought a rasher
That's
of
a
bacon
ration.
was a
Yeah, I think
quantity
you're
of
thinking ration.
No.
A ration.
I don't think so. I might have been. I smoked with the producer, so I don't fucking know what's happening. But, no.
Anyway,
Yes, we get it. She's got this fucking sweet spread.
Yeah.
Her kids were awesome. Like,
they wake up at 6 a.m. to say hi to us.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna be hanging for the day.
I was expecting this like sleepy welcome where they're just like, all right, you can stay here, take a nap if you want to, whatever. But they were just like, come on in, have a drink. We fixed your breakfast, and we're just getting lit at fucking 6:30 in the morning.
It's by
So it's
by
no
9
different than being here?
by 9 a.m. we had 8 or 10 drinks each.
Yeah, it was nice. And then it was time to hop in the car and drive 2 hours on the wrong side of the road. Jet lagged as fuck. Yeah,
Joe's girlfriend was telling me how terrible that was.
Well,
That she was terrified the entire time.
because she's
Dude, I would be really good at that.
driving on the other side.
Yeah,
I thought I was.
he was great at it. Don't listen to him.
Listen, if we smoke more, you're going to be great at it tonight, driving
I'm
on the
just
wrong
saying,
side of the road.
I have the advantage. I'm a mailman.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's wrong side of the car and wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm used to at least one of them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think
Yeah.
of that.
But
Mail trucks
so
too.
then we get down the 2 hours south to the Airbnb, which was cool.
Oh man, that house was so cool. Yeah.
Did you stay
this-
in the same house the whole time? The one I...
No.
Okay.
No, we were different houses every
yeah,
like
like-
2 days.
But yeah, the house in Aughram, I think it was the
Aughram,
name
yeah.
of the town, was incredible. It was, I forget that town. The house had some fucking cutesy name. I forget what it was. It was
Yeah.
like the Twin Shitters or something. I forget what the hell it was
Yeah.
called.
How many of you
But-
were there, the total group?
8,
Nine.
9, including the baby.
Yeah, 8 and the baby.
Yeah.
So we drove 2 Volvos around with my family packs an immense amount of stuff.
Oh my god.
It was this room full of stuff. It's
Dude,
amazing.
dude, I came with like one carry-on bag.
Yeah, if me and Chris went together, we could have traveled together on a motorcycle like Dumb and Dumber. The rest of my family packed enough shit
Nuts.
to fill a room.
Nuts. Your sister was like, I didn't even pack that much. I'm like, you brought with you 2 suitcases that you could fit a human being in each.
Yeah.
And the carry-on. I was like, you packed for 2 months.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so now we get to the Airbnb. It's nice. We have a nice day. I don't remember because everyone just napped and shit that day, other than us. So
Yeah, we walked into town. We got some fish and chips and
Yeah.
shit. I think.
We were just trying to find a
surveyed
grocery
the scene.
store.
Yeah, we surveyed. So,
How was the food?
it was great.
Yeah, don't believe what
great
you
the whole
heard.
time.
People try to pretend like the food in Ireland is shit for some reason, but I thought the food was great.
Everything was fresh and fantastic.
Yeah, it was awesome. A lot of stews, good seafood, which I feel like people don't mention
Yeah,
a lot.
obviously great dairy. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
It was good stuff. I don't know what people are talking about. I think the
I think
person.
people say they don't season it or something.
Can
but
I
they
just
use less
say
salt?
that Joe, I talked to your girlfriend 2 hours ago about the food,
Yeah, but you can't get Sam's opinion. on
and
food.
she did not give the
She can't
sentiment that it
taste.
was great food.
Yeah, because-
she even told me you guys were disappointed in the food.
If Sam's
I'm
food
floored right now.
If
I'm
Sam's
ridiculous thing to
food
say.
doesn't have 2,500 milligrams of sodium and American cheese melted on top of it, she doesn't like it.
Yeah, as someone who's cooked for her multiple times, I know. But I didn't think I thought she could relay your opinion better than
We love the food.
Yeah, I thought the food was great.
I'm very glad to hear that because I did not get that sentiment when
yeah,
I
we love
caught
it.
up with her.
I would say while I was there, I had 5 fantastic meals.
Yeah, the only meals
Yeah.
I had the whole time I didn't like were fish and chips.
Yeah, it was funny that like one of the meals that
I
they're
did
most
ask about
famous
that,
for.
and
Yeah.
and
I got-
she said that you guys weren't.
I got 2
impressed
very
by it.
bland fish and chips during the trip.
That's upset.
Yeah.
Now I
But-
feel like this weekend I got to make fish and chips to make it up for it.
It was
'Cause I love
but
fish and chips.
I had seafood chowder. Like every place was amazing. I had, like he said, very stewy. The stews were great. But,
Stews were all
but
good.
Again, breakfast. I don't
What's
even
in
eat
an
breakfast. It
Irish
was
fish
amazing.
fish chowder?
Oh, there's all
Everything.
kinds of shit, dude.
There was-
shrimp, salmon. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
It was
A
delicious.
potato? Of course there's a potato.
And there was dill in some of them. There was. They were very good. I enjoyed them a lot. But then, so the first night in Augram, we went to the
Oh,
bars.
dude, this is the best. This might be one of the
Yeah,
best parts of the story.
We went to the bars. So we went to the first one where we were recommended down the street.
That was like a
whatever it was.
sleepy
Yeah, it
Irish,
was
like
just
stereotypical
Just sitting around, everyone's
pub.
watching soccer quietly in a pub.
drinking
It was
Guinness.
awesome.
Everybody
and we were
drinking
like,
Guinness.
and we went out with my older sister and stuff who doesn't
It's a
really go
great
to
time
bars.
for soccer to be over there. The Euros right now.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I couldn't have cared less.
They
but-
watched a
I
lot of
agree.
apparently.
I know.
But they watched a lot of Gaelic soccer and stuff anyway, which was
Yeah,
Gaelic
what the
football.
fuck, dude? Now I know why the Irish like soccer team, like international football team, isn't winning cups because all their athletes are busy playing 20 other sports,
Yeah.
dude. They
they have all their own sports.
yeah,
It's
they got all
amazing.
these sports that
It's
nobody's
incredible.
ever fucking heard of, like what's it called?
Gaelic football and Gaelic and
Launching or whatever the fuck's it called?
It's hurling.
Hurling. That's it. Hurling. Yeah.
And it was great the whole time. We had a great time.
Yeah, like all the posters of like athletes that you see around on advertisements and shit is all hurlers, Gaelic football players, cricket players, like all these sports that like I've never spent more than 5 seconds in my life like thinking about. Like they're like the top sports in that country. Like they like soccer too, but it's like just mixed in amongst the other ones. Like rugby. Rugby's huge too.
Yeah. Then the second bar we went to that night was awesome. It was incredible.
Dude, I can't
It
believe I
seemed
can't
to be
remember
this
the name
like
of it.
closed bar. It's the Mead.
That's right, the Mead Arms Inn or something.
Yeah, the Mead Arms Inn or something. It's attached to Patty's pub.
Yeah, it's got you could tell like it used to be like a little like inn, and then it had like a restaurant attached to it. which are both still there, but apparently during COVID they got fucked up. But anyway, what made this trip to this pub so great was the fucking characters that we ran into.
Yeah.
So we get there, we're drinking, whatever. We learn about a drink that I'm nervous to even say the name of, which is I'm just gonna spell it. It's called a dirty KNI.
Do you want to explain the drink first, maybe?
Well, I was gonna get into it. I promise I was.
Is it the guy Noah who?
Let me tell you the name of this drink, okay?
I'll just say it. Fuck you guys. It's Dirty Knickers.
We're stressing the
Yes.
in there. It's a CK.
Yes, like the pants.
in there.
It's
I don't know.
shitty
what just
pants.
happened.
Because that's what they call panties over there. So anyway, so yeah, it's like a Smithwick's, which is like a red ale with Guinness top, like a Guinness topper on there. So you get the smooth foam of the Guinness, but you get the flavor of the red ale. There's something very distracting going on right here between Titty Boy and the producer. We're not sure exactly what's going on. They're having an argument with no sound. It's like
They are
Now I
miming an
know.
argument behind us.
I just had the opposite of a Stevie Wonder experience. My mic and my headphones just got so loud, and I don't know what happened. And I had a real freak out moment. I'm sorry to all the listeners that can't.
I mean, and next time I would just say, "Hey Jack, my earphones are too loud. My headphones are too loud."
I can't interrupt you and say that. So I'm trying to go.
It's fine.
I'm trying to make fucking hand gestures.
Way more distracting to just like cartwheel over there while we're
before
fucking
that, they
trying
were
to-
miming turning things off, and it was just to
turned
turn the fan off.
and Jack goes, "That worked," and then I put my headphones back on, and it was the loudest thing of all fucking time. I'm sorry.
So back to drinking.
Let's get back to these psychopaths we met at this bar.
It was amazing.
In my fairness, I just turned it up because I was like, the fan. I just kept telling him the fan. And he like turned the light off.
No, you did not tell me the fan. You mouthed some bullshit, and I'm trying to fucking translate. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's no coincidence that the two very stoned people in the room right now
We might have
are having difficulty communicating.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Hey, when I have this second glass of
just
whiskey,
so you know, next week you're going to be as stoned as we are. Next week.
Okay, next.
That was recorded a week later.
so
next-
we're in the pub, we're drinking dirty Knickers, and then the guys across the bar from us just go, "Hi, you all Americans?" And we're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Fuck yeah!" And like they're so happy that they have Americans.
First ones I've seen this year. It's July, dude.
They had apparently there was like a treasure hunt going on. They were like, I can check it off me list, you know?
Well, yeah. So I'll let you continue again.
Oh, I'm sorry. So
Okay,
then,
good.
so we start mixing it up with these guys. They come over. They're like buying us drinks. We're buying them drinks and shit.
I'm sorry.
It's
I don't mean
me.
to interrupt.
It's your sister Erin.
But the one guy at the bar, when he did yell across like that, and he goes, "Oh, the first one was the other guy at the bar who was like halfway up goes, hey, don't talk to him." Fuck that guy.
I missed it. We got warned.
Yeah. Gavin said about Sean, he was like, "Yo, fuck that guy."
Oh, really? All right. Oh, I didn't know that.
And then they worked their way slowly over anyway to talk to us.
So these dudes were fucking lit. They were down to party, and then a bunch of other characters that they were friends with started coming up to us. I went to go take a piss. This one dude, Kevin, like is just standing there in the bathroom, just blowing giant fat rails of cocaine in the bathroom. When I go in there to pee, just standing there at the sink, just sucking them up, and he's like, "Hey, you're American, right?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he like comes up to me while I'm peeing. He's like, "Do you like some cocaine?" I'm like, "No, thank you, sir." It's like, I keep peeing, and I go back out to the bar, and then like I think you went in the bathroom and offers you cocaine.
That was
This dude's just hanging out in the bar, handing out free cocaine.
Now we're talking, and I'm talking to the guys, like I said, Sean and Gavin, fucking awesome dudes, and they're telling us that their uncle died, and that the funeral's tomorrow, and they're having the wake. Or the funeral's on Saturday, and they're having the wake.
But they all said the exact same thing.
To come back to that bar for the Irish wake, and we were like, "Fuck yeah, I'll be here for an Irish wake."
We got invited to a wake.
The family, we're like, "Hell yeah, baby, we'll be here." But
they all said the same thing. They're just like, yeah,
I'm doing it
tomorrow. We're gonna be here for who was the guy's name whose wake it was?
Happy. Arthur Byrne, but yeah.
Arthur, that's right.
Arthur Byrne, but his nickname was Happy. And they had a picture of him having his last pint at that bar. Apparently he was there like every day, and they were like, "You're gonna die. Here's the last pint you're gonna be served at this bar." And they have a picture of him like coming at it, dude. It's the best thing in the world. I wish I had it sent to me.
Yeah,
I'll have to. I
great.
became friends with Kevin,
So the whole
I
night,
can contact him. I can try and get
we're
him.
raising a glass to Arthur. We got invited to his wake. We never met the guy.
Yeah, but then
and everyone kept saying the same
the
thing
guy
when they
Kevin
told us about
comes
the.
up to me and was like, "Hey, come here," like he was going to tell me something. I'm like, all right, cool. And he like just wandered into the bathroom. Like, does he still want me to follow him? Whatever. Walking into the bathroom, and he's like, "You want some cocaine?" I was like, "No, I'm good." He was like, "You clearly do cocaine." I was like, "Nope."
Everyone immediately thinks Joe does
Yeah,
coke.
I was like, "No, I'm good. Whatever." But then I was like, "All right, cool. Well, that's done." And then for some reason, my brain was like, "Now come out of there with a ton of energy, like a ball of fire." And I did. So I think everyone just thinks I came out and just went in there, did cocaine with him, and came out just on. All of a sudden, I was like, "That's it. Here we go for Arthur, baby." Just slammed a full Guinness, throw it down. Was like, "Hell in the felon. Get me another one, baby. Get me another one of them. Make it 3." And she's like, "You want 3 Guinness?" I'm like, "I want 3 Guinness." And then when I finish those 3, get started pouring the next 3
right.
because I'm coming.
Can we not gloss over Helen the Felon?
Oh, yeah, Helen the Felon
That is
rule.
fucking hilarious.
That's the name of the bartender. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and she was like this very sweet, like probably in her 50s, like
Who's
like
the first
little
person
blonde
you
Irish
heard
lady.
say it?
I think
like-
Sean.
Yeah, it was Sean or
Also
Gavin.
Sean would randomly break into American song, New Jersey songs. So like we'd be standing at the bar, and all of a sudden you'd hear, "Oh, we're halfway there,"
And then the entire bar would kick in and just start singing along with him.
Yeah. And of course we're singing along with them, but we're blowing it out, and the whole bar is going screaming nuts,
Yeah, there's probably 50 people there. Yeah,
and we're just, and again we're just slamming drinks.
yeah
just-
it was fucking great, dude. And then at one point we're just properly fucking sauced, right?
Oh,
And
that's
I'm-
right. And Ross, my cousin, had told us to try and get into a lock-in while we're there. Lock-ins where the bar closes, they shut the lights off, they act like they're closed, and they just stay open. You're locked in. Then
So I'm leaning against the bar. I'm talking to Sean. We're all fucked up, and I just say to Sean, I'm just like, Sean, I was like, who in this bar is on coke right now? And he goes, everybody's on cocaine. And I laugh, and I'm just like, get out of here. Even Helen the Felon. He's like, especially Helen the Felon. And he like looks over. He's like, isn't that right, Helen? And she just like looks over, and gives this like sweet little wave over to him.
So she refers to herself as Helen the Felon.
funny.
Yeah.
owns
Apparently,
that
she
name.
got locked up
Yeah,
like
she's
years
fine.
ago, and
Yeah,
now
I
they
think
just call her
Oh,
Helen the
that's
Felon.
fantastic.
I think she got a DUI, and that's about it.
So then I lean over to him, I laugh with him, and I'm like, Sean, let me ask you a question. And he's like, anything, buddy. These guys were acting like they've known us since they were 5 years old. You know what
It was
I
the
mean?
best. We had a great time.
And he's like, ask me anything, buddy. And I was like, it's a personal question. It's like, it's all right, ask me, dude. And I'm just like, and I pulled out these like chocolate cake things I bought at the convenience store, and I was like, do you want a Jaffa cake? And he grabs them out of my hand and just throws them across the bar, and then just like falls over laughing. So he just whips chocolate cakes across the fucking bar. No one bats an eye. Like, I think he like hit Helen the Felon with one.
So as someone who's never been to Ireland,
So rowdy. It was so fun.
the way they were treating you, do you think that was unique to you guys being awesome? Or is that if someone goes there, that's the way they're going to treat you?
They treated my parents very nicely as well.
Yeah,
and
because we didn't even we came back the next day to the wake.
yeah, I did bring my whole family to the wake, and they were just as nice.
But the funny thing about the wake was
and then they sang us songs.
everyone you talked to about the wake, like you like mentioned it to, or anyone that mentioned it to you, they all said the exact same thing. They'd go, yeah, Arthur died. It's sad. He had his last Guinness here at the pub. And they'd be like, tomorrow's the wake.
On Thursday.
It's going to be on Thursday. It's going to be carnage. They'd all say, it's going to be carnage.
Carnage seems like a great word.
Yeah,
to say
and it was
that
everyone you
accent.
talked to was
It's
like, yeah,
amazing.
wake's tomorrow. Going to be carnage.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah. And we get to the wake, and they're like, yeah, it was carnage.
Yeah. And then they start talking
We
about
got
the
there a
funeral
little
the
late.
next day. And
That
they're like,
was the
it's going to be
eulogy.
carnage.
It was carnage.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
we did
drinking.
Well,
and
apparently the
craziness.
body was like on premises. So like
But
They
I feel
literally-
like
they literally used it like a funeral home.
Yeah, it's crazy.
as a Jew, we don't do that, but I know the Catholics, they have the viewings and
But,
the shit.
yeah,
Am I
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
here?
yeah.
Right? I feel like the body is usually on
it's-
premises.
But,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they don't usually have it at the bar. That's usually at the funeral home.
well,
Yeah, that's strictly an Irish custom to have it
Okay.
at the bar. Yeah,
But yeah, most bars don't allow you to bring a dead body with you. And then
80% of them. I've been to 6 bars with you that would allow that.
yeah,
it's a good point. Good
The
point.
Grasshopper,
Joe
100% would have allowed it.
Joe has some friends in low places.
yeah. But
Yeah, so I mean, Aughrim was great. We had a great time.
Yeah,
The
we had a
house
great
was
time.
killer. We hung out around the fireplace. That was a good time. Your dad fucking took his shirt off in the driveway and was flexing at us, and you were just
yes.
roasting him for 20 minutes. That was hysterical.
yeah, we that's right. We left because the wake ended at midnight, so we hung out and drank till 4 in the morning at the bear.
Sean and Gavin go peeling
out.
out in their car,
Yeah.
just coked out their minds.
What was your top roast on your father with his shirt off flexing in a drive?
Oh, I don't even remember. We were hammered then too. We were
I was
so
gonna ask for
drunk.
top 3, but I thought it'd be more realistic
Yeah.
to ask for
We
one.
were proper pissed. So
Throwing out those Irish terms. I like it. I just remember he's about to go to bed, like he's walking away. He's like, all right, I'm too drunk, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
It's fucking 3 a.m. He like walks away and then he stops in the driveway. We can only see like his silhouette.
he did fall off
He
a bench
takes off
first,
his-
and then
yeah, he
then took out a wine glass, and then I don't know. I don't remember. He was threatening me in some way, and
Oh, he kept threatening to arm wrestle me.
yeah, and I was like, "Yep, Chris will murder you."
And you were like,
It'll be
I'm like,
carnage.
don't say that. It's just going to make him want to arm wrestle me more.
Yeah.
And you just kept antagonizing him.
Yeah.
And so he walks over to the driveway. He's just like a silhouette at this point. He's like 50 feet away from us.
Yeah.
He takes off his shirt and he turns around. He's just and he just goes like this. He like, come on. Like, look at me. I'm a fucking Adonis. It's so good. And then Joe's just like, go to fucking bed. And you just start roasting him. And he just acts like he doesn't hear you. And he just keeps flexing at us
Yeah,
for 20 minutes, dude.
it was a long time.
It was so funny.
I
It
don't
was so
remember
funny.
anything I said. I
don't either, but you were killing. You were killing.
Thank
You were on fire.
I appreciated that. When I get rolling, sometimes I could be good.
I mean, you were quite literally on fire. The fire had caught your shorts, and you didn't really know. So Aughrim, if you go there, it's a small town, but
Yeah, we were in the White House, so
yeah, I forgot what it had. It had
that's
a
what everyone in
cutesy
town
name.
calls it.
I
But yeah, it
forget.
had some the bunny side or something.
Yeah, the bunny
But,
fucker or something. Yeah,
But yeah, everyone just calls it the White House there in town. So we're locals,
Yeah.
so fuck them. But then we had a nice 5-hour drive to fucking Western Cork.
yeah. That was rough. That I believe
That was probably the roughest ride in my family.
Now was that the drive where I blasted the side view mirror off the rental? Or
No, I
was
think
that,
that was on the way to Aughrim.
that was on the way to Aughrim. Okay.
Yeah, it was the first ride actually that Chris did blow off the side mirror.
And when I mean blasted
Yeah,
it off,
he hit a tree and it fucking ruined the mirror. But the rest of the
I
car,
swear to
great
God, I
shape.
was only going 15, 20 miles an hour, but it felt like I was
Premium.
going 200 miles an hour when I fucking hit that thing.
Yeah, the rest of the thing was premium condition, so it was fine. Don't worry, everything was good. We had insurance.
Yeah, but if you go to Ireland, man, get the insurance on the rental, dude. The roads are 10 feet wide, max.
They're very, very.
The speed limit, there's never a straight line on any road. You're always going around a blind curve, and the speed limit is 80 kilometers miles an hour. On
kilometers, so it's
kilometers an hour.
45 miles.
Yeah, so it's like 45 miles an hour
50.
on the most narrow, curvy road you've ever seen, and people are doing 60 miles an hour. It's terrifying.
Yeah, but then so we went to Cork.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Cork was very nice.
Western Cork, gorgeous.
Well, yeah, but we went to like Cork itself, and then went to Western Cork where the Airbnb was. But Cork itself, I don't remember. What
The
was
city, I mean,
eating
the city. I wouldn't say Cork was gorgeous, but it was cool. It was like
yeah, but did we just eat? I remember we fought for a while.
there was a lot of bickering going on. I was trying my best to just kind of like not get involved in the arguing.
That'd
I
be
was,
rough for you, yeah.
but I did think it was funny.
You were great at it, yeah.
I was at times. I did feel kind of bad because I was laughing at your misfortune.
I don't know if you noticed, but I was fine.
Yeah, you were not phased. You were not often phased. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. I get grumpy when I don't sleep, and the time change fucked me up.
And your sister would get flustered, but your sister is also like expert level at like just shutting that shit down. Like everybody will be arguing, and she'll just be like, "Everybody, shut the fuck up." She's like, takes control of a situation, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't exactly. I just let it go, and everyone always yells at me like, "Go get your dad," and do what? He's not doing anything. Like, oh, he's pissing that guy off. Like, okay, the guy's not pissed. It's fine. He's all right. And he's like, well, they're like, well, he's bothering him. I'm like, okay, well, it's up to that guy. I don't know. Like, if he's gonna fight that guy, then I'll stop it. But
yeah, I mean, I think your dad is absolutely hilarious, but there's so many like
he's got
a lot of isms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got a lot of fun.
I like his very complicated like plans, like his schemes to do things.
It's everything is the map is all over it's like an Irish road. It's unbelievable.
It is very Irish. You're right about that.
Yeah.
It's like so like we'll be like, all right, like I'm gonna pull up, you guys hop out, and then I'll go park and I'll come meet you or something. And like the plan will be like that simple, and he'll be like, no, like you two hop out, I'll come with you halfway, then you drop me off at the Irish bank, and then I'll get money while you park the car, and then I'll meet you at the front of the parking lot, and then I'll give you the money, you pay the thing, I'll go meet up with and it's like, no, dude, everybody get out, and I'll just go park. It's so much more complicated than it needs to be.
It makes it very hard.
But it also makes it very funny because then it becomes like a joke through the whole trip. Everybody just like purposely complicates the plans to like make fun of your dad. And then it turns into a fight, and it's like... but like he means well. He's just trying to like make everything make sense.
Yeah, you had to see later in the story when we got fucked, and he was starting to make plans. I was like, no. Here's what the fuck we're gonna do. I'm not dealing with this. But yeah, no. But then so we get to Western Cork, and my family can't figure out what to do. Chris saves the day by using Google, the internet, because my family can't research a goddamn thing.
I don't know how I became the captain of that trip.
Well, you had to be the captain of the trip
day
because no one else knows how to do any research. You just looked up something close by to do. You found something awesome, and everyone was like, well, I guess Chris is driving the ship now. I don't understand.
It was like, I went from being like, who the fuck is this outsider, to being like, all right, we're doing what Chris says. Like, Chris is the leader now. I'm like, yeah. And I even said to your sister at one point, I was like,
tour guide
I'm really nervous.
Island.
When did I become the leader of the family? But it was just one day. It was just one day I kind of took the reins.
Well, but only because you came up with the idea, and they're like, from here on out, he leads. That's it.
But that wasn't how it was the whole trip. It was just
but it was that day. But yeah, it was like, Chris, find out when the ferry leaves last.
We took a ferry to this island, Bear Island, BERE. And it was majestic. It was beautiful. Awesome. I felt bad you couldn't go with us the whole way, but I feel like you went with us like halfway, and it was even halfway was gorgeous. Like it was really nice.
It was really cool. I had to tap out. Well, I didn't have to tap out. It's
like a hike to a lighthouse.
My mom tapped out, and we were carrying a baby up a mountain, and so
fucking little sheep running around everywhere.
It was like a mile up mountain hike with a baby and my mom, who had already stopped, so we turned around. But
I wanted to pull out a fucking lute and play a little lullaby to one of the lambs.
But it was really cool.
I considered fucking a number of sheep.
That Airbnb, I did fall through a bed. I sat down and broke a bed.
You did?
Yeah. That's why I had to sleep in that fucking bunk bed.
Did you just? Oh, you didn't just sleep on the broken bed?
Oh no, I would have fallen off every day. It was now on a slant. I would have just rolled off.
Right. It's called comedy, Joe.
I know it's called comedy, but the baby was sleeping in that room. It would have been a nightmare.
A nightmare?
I would have been way better off sleeping on the island in the kitchen. It would have been better for my mental health.
At any point in the trip, did you feel like a dumb American at any point? I only had one real experience with that. It was when I was calling the ferry to find out like what time the ferry like took off.
Okay.
And the guy who answered the phone, he was like, "Oh yes, ferry. It leaves at 4:30, 5:30, and 7:30." And I was like, And I was like, oh, okay. I just like agreed, and then I hung up, and I was like, I said to Erin, I was like, so it leaves at 3:30, and she's like, what does that mean? Does that mean it's 3:30, or does that mean it's 4:30? And I was like, I don't know. I just agreed because he had a cool, charming Irish accent, and I didn't want to sound like an idiot. And she's like, well, call him back and ask him what it means. So I have to call this guy back, and like I can hear like boat horns in the background and like seagulls in the background. And he's like, and I'm like, excuse me, sir, I just called a minute ago. You said the ferry leaves at 3:30. I'm American. Does that mean 4:30? And I just hear like there's this long pause again, like seagulls in the background. He goes, believe it does. I was like, all right, thank you, sir. And then I hung up the phone. I was like, it's 4:30. We're going to the ferry at 4:30.
So this is gonna sound silly.
Yeah.
The most ridiculous and American I felt the whole time wasn't when you crashed a car twice because you were driving the wrong side of it.
The first one was not my fault. The second one was
It was
definitely
when you went to
my
throw
fault.
keys 6 yards.
Oh shit! Yeah,
and
yeah,
threw them into a water fountain in the middle of the road while the family's trying to hustle into a car.
All right, that was half my fault. Half my fault. Okay, because this is the perfect example of how the plan just got so convoluted and like crazy. I was supposed to drive. Like I was just supposed to. I forget. Like I was supposed to get behind the wheel. And
You were getting a ride to our car, to the second car.
Yeah, like, and I was just going to drive everybody to the second car, and then we were going to, or whatever, and then they were going to come back and pick up everybody else. Some shit like that. It was like very simple. And then like as we're crossing the street, we decide to change the plan.
Yep.
And they're like, no, Chris, you wait here, and then you give the key to Aaron, and Aaron's going to, and I'm like, why are we changing the plan right now? And they're like, well, hurry up, because there's traffic coming, and you're going to get hit by a car. So I'm just like, okay, so I take the key out of my pocket and I go to like toss it to Aaron, like over the car. I'm standing like, and it goes sails over Aaron.
There's a fucking wishing well.
I thought Aaron was fucking Randy Moss and it was just gonna jump up and snatch that shit. She did not. Sailed right over her head and directly into a fountain. Just bloop. Scott is checked out of this episode. I think we've offended Scott.
It's a wireless key.
And just bloop right into the fountain. And my fucking heart, like I've already smashed the side view mirror off of the rental. I've already fucking no. At this point, I don't think I crashed the car.
Crashed the car yet.
I've just made such a fool out of myself, and now I've just thrown our only key to this car into.
But now our whole family is stopped in the middle of the road, going.
And then traffic pulls up, starts honking at us and shit.
That's the most American I felt the whole trip. We're all looking the wrong way down the roads to make sure we can run across to jump in a water fountain.
Yeah, I'm all looking left for oncoming traffic when it's coming from my right. Yeah, it was like, yeah.
That was the most American I felt.
Yeah,
the
it
whole
was
trip.
terrible. But luckily, I run across the street so mortified that I fucking ruined the key that I didn't even think the cars were coming, and that's when I had to like slam on the brakes. We recovered the key. It worked fine.
So
everything was okay.
He almost ruined the keys to the car and then got smoked by a car, meaning we couldn't drive to the hospital or anything.
I was like, "There's no way this family is gonna welcome me in." I fucked up too much already. It's day
awesome.
2.
Yeah, we're only on day 2.
Man. So yeah.
I can't. How do I weigh in? I wasn't on this trip.
No.
All right. So when this was happening, I was just alone.
I thought you
Yeah,
were. I thought
Scott
you were
was
going to laugh
alone.
at the throwing keys into the wishing well because that was goddamn.
We
great.
did have a lot of laughs at Scott's expense while we were there.
I
It
would
was
hope
just
so.
He's probably so lonely, and then we did a lot of like jumping high fives with each other.
Yeah, especially when we were at like 11 a.m. in a pub. Meaning it was 6 o'clock in the morning here.
Yeah.
And we were just like, I'm on my 9th beer.
We played it Irish as fuck, I have to say.
We did.
I think we did a good job.
We did pretty good, especially for having an anchor that we had to drag the entire time. That was all the old people.
And they're
The baby wasn't what stopped
and they're
us.
insane amounts of luggage. They're unconscionable amounts of luggage.
Yes. So then we get.
Is that the right word, Scott? Can you vet me on that?
I looked it up. You fucking nailed it.
Thanks, bud.
I'd say-
Fastest Googler alive.
I'd say there we finished West Cork, right?
I'm sorry. What about? Yeah, I think we covered everything in West Cork.
Then we went to Galway. Galway was cool.
Yeah, I really really liked Galway. We stayed there the longest, I think. Yeah, we were there. That was the most
time we had somewhere.
Galway's the shit. Go to is it Connor Malloy's? What the fuck is the first name?
Scotty Malloy.
Something Malloy.
Scotty Malloy's.
I don't think it's Scotty. It's something Malloy's. It's in Galway. GAL.
It's called the Front Door Bar in Galway.
Yeah, that's like it's weird. Like the bar takes up like a whole block, so it's like if you go in one street, it's called they're all
Sonny Malloy's.
Sonny Malloy's. Sonny Malloy's fucking rules. Go there. It's like I think it's the most famous pub in Galway.
Well, apparently Murphy's pours the best Guinness, but I had them at both places. They were both very good.
I think Murphy's is a much more like traditional, quiet kind of pub.
Sonny's was nuts.
Yeah, Sonny's is a party. Like, yeah.
Sonny's was like...
And it's huge. Like, this picture doesn't really show how big it is. Like,
Sonny's was like a Morristown bar.
Yeah, but it's like in a fucking cave maze. Yeah, it's weird. Like... There's all these weird little nooks and crannies, and it just goes on and on and on. Like you just keep, and like there's like 4 entrances to it, and like it has a roof, and like yeah, it's like a really really cool bar. And they have like over 210 whiskeys or some shit there. Like yeah, they have a crazy amount of whiskeys. Really really cool spot. Live music. I thought I was a little disappointed. All the live music we saw was just fucking like American cover music, like bands. I was hoping to hear some like traditional or like
it was like cool.
Some fucking Irish punk rock song I never heard or some shit. But
it was cool Irish guys doing American songs.
Yeah. It was.
So it wasn't like it was American cover bands. It was just
I mean,
it was Irish people doing American covers.
Yeah, I mean, and also I didn't realize like how many like hit songs from especially like the '60s and shit are from Irish guys. Like,
Joe, you have that video you sent me on Snapchat?
Which one? The singing?
Singing in the bar.
I don't think I guess I probably do have it.
I got one
Can
too.
You airdrop
I think
it
we
to
all
the
got
computer?
one.
I could try to. Yeah, I have a few great videos. I also have a great drink review we did in front of some cows.
Oh, dude, we gotta show that.
So I'm gonna do a little segment. It's gonna be called Pro Tips from your friend Chris Perez about make a trip to Ireland. Okay.
Pro tips, best post trips.
So I already gave you one, and maybe this is the most important. And it's get the insurance on the car rental. Second, if you wear contact lenses. You gotta figure out how to get contacts. So put it in your check-in bag or something. Contact lens solution is the #1 most difficult thing to find on the island of Ireland. Dude, even more so than fucking I don't know, mescaline, cocaine, diamonds.
Cocaine is way easier.
Black diamonds, Black Lotus magic cards, Babe Ruth rookie cards. Fucking dude, contact lens solution is impossible to find.
Oh man,
we went to 40 different fucking stores and nobody had it, and they acted like they never heard of it before.
My hair looks thin but thick.
God damn, we're fucking handsome, Joe. Why do we hang out with these trolls? Yeah, I'm looking at you, Jack. Dude, that's a shirt that's appeared on the podcast before. Your Kingly shirt.
Oh yeah. All right.
These cows were so awesome. Like the second you walked up to that wall, they just approached you and like chilled with you.
Of County Cork, Ireland.
2 cubes.
2 cubes. Druid's Celtic cider, 5.7% alcohol.
Yeah, it was all right.
We're here hanging with our friends.
Balmer's is better.
Friends of the pub.
Doesn't have as cool of a can though.
All right, let's try it. Druid's Celtic cider.
God, my hands look like mutants stepped on them.
Oh baby. It's dry. It's nice.
It's dry, yeah.
Dry.
It is dry. It tastes very different than Balmer's.
Cool.
I'm going to review this along with myself.
Yeah, it does have a nice little edge to it. I'm going to give it 1 million out of 1,200,000. I'm trying to think of an Irish number. We'll do...
An Irish number is my favorite.
We'll do...
Want some cider?
30...
Something like Fiji or something.
Out of 37.
The most Irish of numbers. See, did you notice how nervous I got when you heard the car drive by? Because the road is only 5 feet wide. So it's hilarious. This actually happened to us. We were driving down a road, and then a car comes in the opposite direction, and the road is like not wide enough to accommodate two cars. So one of the cars has to just like it's like it's a game of like who's more manly, like who's gonna back down.
Yeah, you get to play chicken.
Yeah, it's like who's gonna stop and reverse down 1,000 yards of fucking road so that one other car can pass.
I'm trying
insane.
to drop.
Is it kind of like the tunnel over in Cedar Grove?
No, it's way worse than that.
it's nuts.
No, literally
Nuts.
you couldn't fit. Like the trestle bridge you could fit to. It could not fit.
It's so funny.
It's like if two wheelchairs try and go through a door at the same time. It's not going to happen. It's like that. But it's like if the door was 1,000 miles long.
Yeah, just imagine imagine a long hallway, only the width of that door, and then like you're just like, all right, well, I guess somebody's just got to reverse down the whole length of the hallway. But I don't want to talk shit about Ireland because, man, it is a fucking gorgeous country, dude. It is beautiful. And it doesn't matter where you
I'm
go.
so jealous.
Everything is green and lush and mountainous and fucking.
It's such a bucket list for me.
It was amazing. It was here we're gonna have us. This is us at the bar.
Yeah, oh, here we go. There's Sean.
Yeah,
That fucking psycho
there's
gangster.
the old Sean.
These dudes were like clearly like running this town. Like they're up to something shifty, and I like it. Man, I said there was 50 people there. There's maybe 12 people there.
This is the second. This is the second time we sang.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
after
There
they
were a number of
closed.
times, and we were there for like 6 hours.
Yeah, that's after they locked the doors and kicked everybody out.
Oh, hey, what's up? We got
Wins is back. What's up, buddy?
Wynn's making another cameo.
You looking for a flashlight?
Winslow's looking for a flashlight.
Oh, I don't know. There could be in the
Oh,
toolbox.
something roll under the couch. What happened? You've heard a creepy noise in the closet, Winslow?
So anyway, we
You
went.
trying to tell a ghost story, Winslow?
We went from there back to just back to Dublin. So that was pretty much. We rounded up the trip. We'll tell plenty of stories over time.
Yeah,
about
I
the
mean,
rest of the trip.
man, we got the whole drunken
just so
night where
much
just
going
me,
on.
you, and Aaron went out in Galway. That was fucking very eventful.
Oh yeah, where we went to a gay bar in Ireland.
Yeah, we went to a gay bar.
But like,
which was hilarious.
it wasn't just gays that were accepted there. It was that I call it an alternative bar.
It's just an alternative person bar.
Just alternative people, man. It was.
Yeah, there were Floridians there. Scott.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even talking about that
Scott
one.
really just checked out. Really just is not. I'm talking Floridians. I'm talking, and he's just not. He's just not
Wait,
here.
you ran into Floridians in
Yeah,
Ireland?
we did, dude.
Yeah.
We did.
That's got to ruin your trip.
St. Pete's guys.
Floridians are the fucking worst. St. Pete's. Fucking St. Pete's are terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. And get this, Scott. One of them black.
Black guy. Yeah. It was pretty funny. We were like,
I'm not going to comment on that.
we were like,
Even though I'm not on camera,
Hey,
not going to comment. I think Florida has blacks, and I fully support it.
Ireland doesn't though. So like,
fully supported.
Yeah, I'm pro
Ireland doesn't, though,
blacks
so,
in
like,
Florida.
this
I'm
was a
also
true
pro blacks in
unicorn out there.
Ireland. I don't know what to say right now.
this was a unicorn out there.
You're a
It was.
unicorn.
We didn't see a ton of black guys. But it was funny. We walk up to him. We're like, we heard you from Florida. He's like, I heard you from New Jersey. And we were like, the two most hated states in the union collide in
Ooh,
Ireland.
Do you have the pictures from us in the photo booth?
I might have them in my wallet, but
Yeah, I thought you had your wallet.
my fucking wallet's in my car. I always leave my
Nuts.
wallet in my car. Damn
Oh
it.
well.
Yeah, so
But
we took.
We did take photo booth pictures.
Yeah, we thought it was funny that we decided to take photo booth pictures when Aaron left because we thought that would make it gayer. That we took secret photo booth pictures together. I was at the gay bar.
No, that wasn't the gay bar.
It was. Oh no, we went to
I'm
two.
talking about,
We went to
I'm talking about Nova. The other bar.
we went to
wasn't a gay
one bar that just happened to have a lot of gays, and then we went.
But that was
to,
like the band that was playing was like
Yeah,
pro,
and- yeah, exactly.
Like
So it
then
was
we
like-
went to a bar that was just like it was.
Yeah, because they recommended that we go check out another
Yeah.
bar, and that bar that they recommended was the gay bar. Yeah, but we did a drink. We hung out.
I got
you. Know what I
you.
mean? We
I
shot
got
the
you,
shit.
Jack.
I made some sexy eyes at the bartender. You know what I mean? We checked each other out. We did a little '80s, down with the shade. It was cool. Your sister got a little jealous, but whatever. I gotta spread my wings, dude. I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah.
exploring me.
I mean, in Ireland, everything's
Catholic. I'm sorry, except for the North. Fuck the North.
And the Jews.
Unless, of course, you're from Belfast and you're listening to the show. In that case, you're pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, we found out that my cousin has a lot of YouTube subscribers and won't help us out. So start campaigning for that.
Ross is so cool. Yo, plug Ross's page.
Ross is awesome. No, he doesn't want us.
Because he's
to-
gonna plug your
Oh,
page.
he's afraid he's gonna get more. He's afraid he's gonna get 2 more followers. Did you just type in Ross is so cool YouTube?
That's not what it's called.
What's it called?
He doesn't want us to share.
Jack,
Come on.
I kind of really like when Jack's high.
Anyway,
Just Googled Ross is so cool.
well, he thought that's what you were saying.
That was my way without saying it out loud. Like,
To say,
give me the
what-
page.
Give it because
I know.
he wouldn't tell us what it was. He was like embarrassed that he had a YouTube
Yeah.
page, but apparently
Yeah.
he's got like a fucking million followers.
He's
or
got
something.
880,000 followers.
Yeah.
couldn't, yeah.
Well,
you know?
Well,
Give us a shout out, dude.
We'll shout him out one day.
yeah.
I got to get his permission. Yeah,
He doesn't need it.
We're going to grow him.
We're gonna grow him.
We're gonna
Titty
grow him.
Boy might be willing to mention his name.
Yeah. Anyway, I think
Thanks, Titty Boy.
You're welcome, America.
I think that'll be all for today. Unfortunately,
Yeah, what are we at right now? I don't even know what's going on.
31 minutes and 71
Yeah,
seconds.
we're at that slimy timey.
No, we're at like an hour, but we can keep going. I'm cool.
I don't know, man. I really feel like my trip home is an entirely
That's what I'm
different
saying.
story.
Our trips home are
itself.
going to be long.
Yeah.
That might be a
so
story
what
for
else-
next.
I need 15 minutes to tell my trip home story.
Okay.
and
I
need
can be very concise.
I need another 10.
Did you get real cocky like while driving? You were just like,
No, because I fucked up
He
so
did great.
early that I was
Don't-
so nervous the whole time. I feel like I did redeem myself later on.
Yeah,
But
it's great.
I didn't have anything to worry about because I already knocked the fucking passenger side mirror off.
what was the total damage on that?
I just annihilated the passenger side mirror. Like
Would they charge you for it?
I don't know.
We had the full insurance.
I don't know. His dad got like the good insurance, so like apparently it's nothing. And when we told
But yeah, he
his
also
cousin
did drive
Brita
into a
about
car
it-
at the Middleton Distillery. So if your car got into the Middleton
don't
Distillery,
fucking-
that was definitely not Chris.
I ain't trying to catch a case, man. I tried to. You know what? I did get cocky because I tried to whip it into that parking spot, and their parking spots
missed.
again are 4 inches wider than the width of a car. Like they're so narrow.
Yo, 4 inches is a lot.
Can we get a crickets drop on that one?
Wow. No? Everyone's going to leave me hanging?
There it is.
Is it not a lot? Fuck.
Yeah, it's a lot, Scott.
God damn it.
So then.
Find me on J-Date.
The one time I really did get like actually angry where I was like gritting my teeth and clenching my fucking fists was the parking garages. I literally said to Aaron, I was like, how dare they? I was like, how dare they?
My older sister
Sit-
did crash into a wall on one, which is hilarious.
Like they're so tight, you can't even like you're coming up the ramp and you go to make a right and like the turning radius of the car isn't tight enough to even make the turn to go up the ramp again. So you have to do this awkward K turn in like the 4 feet of space. It's fucking awful. It's so bad. And when you finally do park, you could be perfectly situated in the spot and you still can only crack the door open 6 inches and you have to like melt your bones to flatten your body to get out of the car. It's like
Also,
it's
elevators
so
out
tiny.
there are lying. They say,
Elevators are notoriously a dishonest function.
well, you know how they have limits here?
Nope.
And it'll say, 2 people, 900 pounds, which is a ridiculous number.
Well, that's America, baby.
That's a
That's
suggestion.
America.
Okay, well, there it says 16 people for an elevator the size of this table.
340 pounds.
And it says like
Okay, sorry.
Well, it's metric. It's got to be like 321 kilograms.
It says like 600 kilograms. I'm like,
So 16 toddlers?
well, I'm saying the space itself couldn't hold 16 humans. It's impossible.
You see any limos
Not with
out
that.
there?
If you liquefy them, it can hold way more humans than 16.
Could you even drive a limo there?
If you throw that,
No,
if
absolutely
imagine
not.
that.
They don't know what a limo is out there. They're like,
No,
that's
I mean,
not possible.
I mean, they have those double-decker
have
buses.
they do have. That's true. Very true.
Do they have Ubers and shit or like
Uber, a
taxis?
taxi just comes.
It's
and picks you
weird.
up.
Yeah, like taxis and Ubers are the
How
same
expensive
thing.
is that though?
It wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it was
it's like-
comparable to here. Yeah.
Like, it's hard for me to do the euro to the dollar on it. So whatever, but a 15-minute ride was like 18 euros. So it was like
Yeah.
it's like $25.
I do. I'm glad you mentioned the double decker buses. I think we owe a round of applause because fucking Formula One drivers ain't got shit on these fucking double deck buses that drive in Ireland, dude. Formula One drivers are pussies compared to these guys. They're navigating
Can't wait
fucking
for AI to clip
mountain passes that are 3 feet wide in a fucking 16-foot tall limousine. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how they fucking do it, dude. The nerves you
can
must
just look
have.
up Paddy Wagon because that's the number one tour. Bus
Yeah,
company.
that yellow bus almost killed us about 25 times on the road while I was driving. Every time they passed us, I was just like, "It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay."
Yeah, those things are everywhere. Oh,
Yeah.
they weren't double deckers, I guess.
I forgot about the
They're
paddy
huge.
wagon.
They're enormous.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Cliffs of Moher.
No, we missed the Cliffs of Moher, but
No, we saw the
well,
Cliffs of Moher. We
I'm
were just
saying the
there for
episode.
8 minutes.
no, I'm saying in the episode we
Yeah. We'll get.
Yeah,
into
we didn't
it
talk about
at a later
castles
date.
or anything.
But Ireland, go! It's great. Drink, be crazy. Go hang out at the Mead. What is it? Fucking the Mead Arms.
Oh
Inn
yeah,
or whatever.
the meat arms is awesome. If you
Yeah.
get there, talk to the Burns,
MEAD.
talk to the Burns boys, and you'll have a great day. Anyway, I think it's time for so long.
Shorn big horn.
Slange.
Cilantro. Cilantro. Oh, I need more of that whiskey, baby. Give me a little bit of that. Give me some of that magic. I forgot, I'm on vacation, dude. Again. 4-day weekend. It's hot as dog.
Talking 2 cubes, 2 mics, baby.
I love you guys.
I don't know what's fucking. I'm getting into like a coughing. Sneezing.
Dude, you were so locked in early in the episode, and then you just immediately had 30 minutes into the episode. You were like, you just put your microphone down.
I didn't want to interrupt.